Final Fantasy XIII-2 is the second time a Final Fantasy numbered title is getting a direct sequel. Is it any good? And is it a necessary sequel? Find out.
That time was lost, yet time continued onwards. Sleep in peace, Divine Etro. I will stand guard over your legacy.
To start off, I'm fairly into the Final Fantasy series, and Final Fantasy X-2, while it wasn't necessary, and it kind of just took the characters from Final Fantasy X and made them whores. It was really a good game. I really liked it. XIII-2 starts off well enough with a much simpler story than 13. It only takes the core characters, mythos, and necessary stuff from the last one and simplifies everything with a story about time travel, kind of like Chrono Trigger, but a lot more simple. And it really fleshes out Lightning's character and her sister's character. Lightning is a cool character, so it's awesome to have her have a little bit more representation and more badass scenes in this game. In the game, you play as Lightning's younger sister, Sarah, and you play as Noel, the secondary character. While at first he kind of seems like a Kingdom Hearts character kind of ripoff, he really has an endearing story, and he doesn't have really bad Japanese voice acting. Noel himself's story is pretty compelling, and he brings in the whole time travel thing, which is really easy to follow, and I really enjoyed it. The meat and potatoes of the game, the battle system, is really updated slightly from 13, but it really speeds things along and makes everything even more smoother than they already were. This is a really fun game to play, and the battles go really quick and are a blast to watch and a blast to play. It's a bit more solid and a bit more engaging. The best example of that is you're two people in your party, and the third character is a monster that you get. You collect monsters, kind of like Pokemon, and you level them up, and they fight with you, and it's really cool. I was really into that. At first, I thought as only playing as two characters would really suck and they would just be annoying, but it's actually a lot of fun because they have enough depth, they're well voice acted, and a lot of fun to play as. The battle system gives them enough variety to keep the game fresh throughout the entire thing. Everything throughout the game taken from 13 is definitely improved upon, especially the linearity. I lost interest so quickly in Final Fantasy 13 just because you simply walk down a hallway and walk down a hallway and fought and walk down a hallway and watch a cutscene and walk down a hallway. And then you walk down a hallway some more. Now you get to walk around anywhere you want, and it's really cool. They added shops, they added towns, they added all that stuff. They added a similar like casino fun minigame area with chocobo racing akin to Final Fantasy VII, which was a really cool nod. But some of these improvements also lead to the negative aspects of the game. The non-linearity is great, the world is much more open, but that leads to more problems. Many times I found myself wandering around, wondering what the hell to do and where the hell to go. It's just not made very clear to the player, and that's a big problem for me because, you know, I'm not very good at games, so I need help. They've also added a lot more side quests than there were in 13, and these are throughout the entire game, not just the last 10 minutes of the game. These abundant side quests are okay, they're not very exciting, but they're presented to you in a really sloppy, crappy manner, and it's really hard to keep track of them and to figure out, once again, what the hell you're even supposed to do. So, not many side quests got done by me because I just didn't give a damn, and I couldn't figure out how to freaking do them. Visually, the game is really pretty good looking. It's starting to show its age a little bit, but it still provides some really cool scenes and breathtaking landscapes. The sound design is pretty much what you'd expect, you know, generic anime sound songs. There's some generic heavy metal, there's some silly pop songs. The voice acting is what really surprised me. It's really good and not stereotypical of any other JRPGs. I really liked the voice of Noel, and I really liked the voice of Sarah because she was from the other one. She really opened up a lot more emotions in this one. That was good to hear. Overall, really great characters and a pretty interesting and simple story make for a pretty good, unnecessary Final Fantasy game. It wanders a bit like every Final Fantasy game, and you'll lose interest for a while, like I did. But in the end, it'll get back, and it really picks up, and it's really cool because there's a couple different endings and a really interesting end to the story. The most interesting part, though, is that it looks like there could be a Final Fantasy XIII-3. So 3 unnecessary games numbered about a number. But you know what? I'm all for it because this one was really good, and another one could be even better. As a trilogy type of thing, I would enjoy it very much. So let us know what you think of Final Fantasy XIII-2 in the comments. It's a pretty daunting Japanese RPG, but get into it. You probably like it. So let us know what you think, and that's pretty much it. Do I have circles under my eyes from beating it? I've been like playing this thing for like.
Say that again?
Do I have like circles under my eyes like
From
playing?
From beating it.